Assalamualaikum and hi. Ways in customer service is that customer service representative being rude and has bad attitudes towards clients. This is one of the most common mistakes made by companies. When customer service representatives are rude to clients, company can deny that this is a tough situation to handle and is best avoided under all circumstances. Sometimes, rude customer service is caused by a rude customer who, despite the representative politeness, communicates his or her anger in an unpredictable manner. However, the company should take the opportunities to have a competent customer service team. Among the bad attitudes that arise in customer service are using negative language and arguing with clients. Using the right tone and language is just one aspect of a great customer service attitude, but sometimes representatives not being professional and polite in every call, even if the client expresses their issues to a representative. Next bad attitude is representative arguing with clients. Whether representative agree with a complaint or not, don't argue with the clients. That's never going to end in their favor. Even if representatives don't accept client issue, they need to acknowledge that clients can feel if something goes wrong. Poor customer service not only affects existing customer relationship, but it also affects potential opportunities and as a result affect the company's performance. In Islamic banking, in its all practices, including the service quality offered must also appropriate to Islamic principles and values. This is because the perception of awareness and the politeness in Islamic banks workforce toward customer is high.
In my opinion, one of the wrong ways in customer service is not being proactive enough in assessing customer needs and dealing with their complaints. Being productive is one of the elements of integrity. The integrity is an important element of the well-being of the organization's staff. If we take from an Islamic perspective, there are many elements of customer service recommended to Islam, such as, for example, manners of entertaining guys, giving smiles, honesty, sincerity, trust, and so on. The practice of Muslims' morals of an employer in an organization in accordance with that is prescribed by Islam should be emphasized in providing service to customers. I got some important statements from Muhamad bin Medan study, where his study is relevant about customer service from an Islamic perspective. What we get from his studies is that in serving the needs of customers and solving their problems is to place ourselves in the customer. Try we handle those of us who face problems and we expect something that will be satisfying. So, therefore, we provide what can satisfy the customers according to their complaints or their problems. Show that we agree and sympathize with the customers' problems, with the customer complaints. So, most importantly, we need to be sincere while listening and presenting arguments, because it is a sincerity that will lead the customer's trust and affluence towards us. Then, Islam also teaches us to be a responsible person. Anyone who receives complaints, questions, or problems should be responsible or productive with the problems until it is resolved. You know what? The value of the responsibility is not implied in Islam only, but being responsible is one of the values of life that everyone should have. So, as a customer service, it is necessary to apply Islamic values in carrying out the chores and solve any matter related to the customer productivity.
Various wrong ways in customer service. The third is weak enforcement of company rules. Every employee needs to know the guideline of business practices in the place where their company works, including the customer service department. These rules serve to protect all employees from committing immoral acts that cause the name of company to be affected. The company is forced to pay fines or damage for offences committed by employees. There are many employee offences that violate the rules in customer service departments, such as saying rude things to customers, spreading slander and bad things about customer on social media, and not providing solution to customer problems. When the rules are not complied with and fully enforced, when minor offences are not taken, action will cause the offence to increase and have a significant adverse effect on the company reputation. This act is not good in Islam, where the mistakes that are often made will make a person comfortable and not afraid to make mistake, while the effect and punishment is very large. Besides that, compliance with the rules will be implemented when the employee understands all the rules and the impact on the company's customers, the name and profit of the company, and the good impact on the employees. Company authorities need to constantly monitor employee behavior in order to reduce errors that occur in the company. They also need to constantly campaign or talk to employees about the importance to the rules. To ensure that all employees comply with company rules, company authorities must set an example to other employees by complying with all company rules. They also need to be close to employees and give appreciation or give to employees so that employees feel valued. Therefore, a good leader will produce a quality workforce. Besides that, all staff and company authorities must be fair in punishing employees who commit offences in order to be a lesson to other employees. When wrongdoing occurs, they need to notify the company authorities. Company authorities will investigate and impose appropriate punishment and offenders in accordance with business rules, such as imposing fines or suspending employee temporarily to bring awareness to the offender. In Islam, Muslims are also called to be fair without being influenced by sentiment of love and hate towards someone, because justice is close to pity, in that Allah knows everything you do. In conclusion, every customer service staff who works in a company must abide by the company's rules for the benefit of themselves and the company, because non-compliance with the rules will lead to prolonged regret. Says Mario Teguh, suffering because of discipline is better than suffering because of remorse.
Next, another wrong way in customer service is not taking feedback regularly and forgetting to use common courtesies. Feedback from customers is very important in determining whether the customers happy or not with our services. We may believe that we already provided greatest service possible to the customers, but the truth is they were dissatisfied with our services. irregular feedback from customers will lead to the poor quality of service and negative emotion among customers such as anger and dissatisfaction. Meanwhile, forgetting to use common courtesies is a rude behavior because customer service must express gratitude by saying the common courtesies such as thank you, goodbye, and see you again to show the appreciation for the consumer's usage of the services. As taught in Islam, an unpleasant mood is bad for the health, and individual must preserve good human relation. So, customer service must solicit feedback from the customers after each services to improve the quality of the service and make the consumers happy by saying the common courtesy. That's all from me. Thank you.
First, wrong way in customer service is not utilizing the right communication channels. Effective communication plays an important role in a business to inform and influence behavior. Communication channel refer to the medium used to send a message, such as the telephone or email. Effective communication requires selecting an appropriate communication channel to send your message. The channel or medium used to communicate a message affect how the audience will receive the message. Communication channel can refer to the method we use to communicate as well as the specific tools we use in the communication process. If you choose the wrong channels, that channel is not effective for the type of message and meaning you want to create misunderstanding and possibly end up making matters worse. Using the wrong channel can impede communication and can even create mistrust. A lack of communication can ultimately lead to low morals because ineffective communication can create misunderstandings, missed opportunities, conflicts, the dissemination of misinformation, and mistrust. Employees might just feel overall defeat. Communication channels differ along a scale from the rich to least. Rich channels are more interactive, provide ability for a two-way communication, and allow both the sender and the receiver to read the non-verbal message. The leanest channel is a present information without allowing for immediate interaction, and they often convey just the fact. For example, rich channel is face-to-face meeting in a person or a presentation. Rich channel is online meeting, video conference. Lean channel is teleconference, phone call, voice message, video like FaceTime. Leanest channel is blog, report, brochure, newsletter, flyer, email, contact, social media posts like Twitter and Facebook. How do you decide the best channel for your message? When deciding which communication channel to use, the sum of the important factor to consider is the audience and their reaction to the message. Is the length of time it will take to convey the information that we send, the complexity of the message, the need for permanent record of the communication, the degree to which the information is confidential, and the cost of the communication. Type of communication channel include formal information and message related to the organization, business goals, and strategy, team, and policy. Informal is the way to deliver business message that may require fewer requirements about message and channels, think, team, question, collaboration, meeting, and others. The non-work is related While this can happen at work or during work hour, the communication are typically not related to work or the business. In Islam, people is encouraged to using a right communication channel to avoid any misunderstanding or any mistrust in the future, because this thing can cause any slander will be happen. So to avoid this slander happen, we should forbid ineffective communication, because at the same time you can avoid slander and also avoid us to being a sinner.